Alright, guys, I'm coming at you with a real quick JK show tonight. No K in this JK show. I got no Kenny, I got no Bean. It's just me flying solo. Last night I had a YouTube comment asking for a video in regards to the NCAA players, so it got me thinking, what can I do? On my PC, the only file that I have is the Pro League, but I do have some of the prospects in prospect scouting, as you guys can see. I am in the scouting channel. I'm in prospect scouting. A lot of you guys are here. As you guys make changes in the NCAA league, I make them over here on the Pro League as well. So your players are about the same. Most of them are exactly the same so far, as we literally downloaded it. But then, due to a corrupted file, downloading stopped working. So we had to start creating some. Like Damiana Self was one that we had to recreate. But what we did was we took Lion opened up his account. I opened up my account. We went through and he literally would tell me hair number 7, facial hair number 3, color red, so on and so on, all the way through tendencies, stats. So these guys should be the exact same. Some things that aren't specific yet. I have not verified age, height, weight. Height, weight should be the same because it was downloaded. So it's really the age that we haven't verified yet. But with that being said, one thing that I thought would be interesting to go over would be to look at the mock drafts. Not the mock drafts, the big board. Oh, that was the other thing that's not quite ready yet. Some of the players don't have their colleges correct in the download. You guys know 2K likes to do some funny things so far. I noticed that some of them were correct, like Ricky Cross from UCLA, John from Michigan, Carter from Florida, but then you got Vern Beard from Duke and Hershey Allen from Kentucky. So some are correct, some are not correct. But let's just take a gander at this Draft Express mock draft, the draft board. They have Hershey Allen as the highest rated player right now, Vern Beard close second. I mean, I can't argue Vern Beard. Is it possible to pass up Vern Beard in the top 5 when they single-handedly carried their team to a natty opportunity? I don't know at this point. I am struggling with that decision myself. Yeah, Ricky Cross at 3, Jeffrey John at 4. I don't think they watched many Michigan basketball games last season. Jay Blinko at 5, Carter 6. That surprises me that Steve Carter is below Ricky Cross. I mean, Ricky was in talks for MVP and Steve Carter wasn't. But honestly, I thought that was just because Ricky scored more often. I would hope that the draft tool would rate them on according to other things besides just scoring, because Steve Carter dominated every other phase of the game. Preston Hunters at 7. Preston Hunter they have rated higher than Sean Self. One thing that I want people to remember about Preston Hunter is the best rebounding guard in the draft by far. I don't know if that's what you want on your team, but that's what they're good at. Ernest Graham just keeps popping up for some reason. It's not a real person. Damiana Self right below Sean. Trelli Wright coming in all the way down at 11. Victor Lynn at 12. I mean, I don't think that's accurate, but Beanshep at 13 seems too high. Allen at 15. Ali Moon at 16. Dismo 18, and then the 19th person will be Jack Boulder. I mean, I didn't see Bobby Johnson. Oh, yeah, there's Kenneth Michael. Okay, there's 19. There's 19 NCAA players, but I wasn't accounting for these Mark Guerreros. And let's see who the lowest rated NCAA player is. Bobby Johnson, because I don't even see him on this list. Oh, there he is. Bobby is the lowest, just below Kenneth Michael at 23. Those Spartans were represented well. One thing that I was looking at that I think you guys would like to see, let's go to these prospect cards. Jay Blinko right now, without any other upgrades, you guys can see his prospect card top right, B minus offense, B minus defense, overall grade of an A. Look at that ceiling of Danielle Marshall. That's interesting. I mean, I remember Danielle a little bit, but I don't remember being excited by a Danielle Marshall. Next up, we got Steve Carter. Robert Parrish is the ceiling. I mean, yeah. I mean, if I'm Steve Carter, I like that comparison. I'm very happy with that. Strengths, has nice shooting form, hits the mid range, tremendous leaping ability, crash the boards, dominating defensive stopper in the low post. Weaknesses, no significant weaknesses. I'll go back to Jay and do that for him. A keen sense of knowing what to do with the ball. That's absolutely true. Great facilitator for Jay Blanco. Solid shot blocker, solid defender. Absolutely true. Solid on-ball defender, can steal the rock. Weaknesses, none. I mean, I wonder why they have him rated so high with so low with the ceiling. Jeffrey John, their comparison is Russell Westbrook. Could not agree more. I am a scoring machine. Just kidding, I was terrible. Body control solid. Should be at the top of anyone's board who needs playmaking. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think that's true. I was stuck in a system where we only had one shooter who couldn't shoot, and I still had a good amount of assists per game. Give me some shooters. Give me some scores. Let me show you how many assists I can give you. Could be a very useful player right away. I'll take that, Russ Westbrook. Just ignore the floor of out of the league. Sean Self. Joe Dumars. Boy, do I love that one. Deadly accurate jump shooter. Wide open threes. Wide open looks for three or money. Could not agree more, I swear. If I see Sean Self shoot the basketball, it always goes in. The thing is, he doesn't shoot as often as other players. He'll get 20 points, and you're thinking, wow, he must have shot quite a bit. No, it's because he made every damn shot. That could not have been more accurate of a number one strength. Has a knack for making stops every now and then. Yeah, he is a good defender, especially using that 6'8 size at the shooting guard position. Looks extremely smooth on the court. That is true. Makes it look easy from an athletic standpoint. He is very athletic. Subpar lower body strength. Gets pushed around fairly easily. I mean, I think that weakness is more about the fact that he's 6'8", so he has the ability to play the power forward in some systems, but they just don't recommend it, and I wouldn't either. Bean. Ceiling. Tony Allen. I mean, what? Was Tony Allen ever a three-point shooter? I mean, I guess that speaks to how bad Bean's three-point shooting was, because Bean is good at stealing the basketball on defense. Deadly accurate jump shooter. Wide open threes and looks are money. Don't agree. Could develop into an all-star someday. Good potential. Has a knack for making stops. One thing I will say about Bean, I mean, I trash the player all the time. Michigan, I think, had a terrible system this season. In the right system, with the right coaches, the right players around him, Bean could surprise some players and turn out to be one of the best draft picks this season. Because he is money from three. Problem is, he was shooting so many contested threes because everybody knew where the ball was going for Michigan, and they were ready to stop it. Defensively, Bean was leading the league in steals for most of the season, up until the very end when Michigan's struggles became very real. Poor playmaker, true, does not pass the ball, does not see open cuts, poor offensive anticipation. I mean, lacks craftiness. All that is very true. So, what Bean is a spot-up shooter. And in the SBF, that has proven to be vital for teams. A Bean Shep could have taken the Chupacabras to the finals this year, honestly. The Chupacabras needed that spot-up shooter. But that's all you're getting from Bean is spot-up shooting. Victor Lynn, Tyreek Evans. Expect this game to grow a lot as he matures. 100% factual with that one. Okay, taking contact and drives. I mean, Victor Lynn has a gold dunking badge. So, showtime. Victor Lynn can slam the ball down. It just, the tendencies have Victor Lynn shooting more often than not. Does an okay job changing directions. Agility is serviceable. I do agree with this number one. Can expect his game to grow as he matures. Absolutely. Victor Lin is young. These guys are all young. And Victor Lin's user player is grinding those points to make him better. So I expect him to get better. Agreed. Lacks consistency offensively and defensively. Suspect defense in the low post. Yes, with Victor Lin's size, he played power forward a little bit, but he really is a 2 or a 3. Bad is the best way to describe his ability to steal the ball. He's not a good defender. All offense. Hershey Allen. Dale Ellis. Potential to be the next big superstar, absolutely. Can block shots with the best of them. Boxes out well and finds a way to pull down difficult rebounds. Remember, this is a shooting guard that we're saying this about, with no significant weaknesses. I mean, I'm not going to go over Hershey Allen too much. I mean, it's all right here. He's a rebounding defensive guard that can shoot the 3. Everybody should want a Hershey Allen. Vern Beard, Ron Harper. Outstanding playmaking. Passes teammates open. So read that. Make sure you read that. Passes teammates open. It might sound like it's not worded correctly, but it is. Vern Beard makes his teammates open with great passes. It's not the other way around. Vern Beard makes some of the tightest window passes I have ever seen, where normally you wouldn't even think that pass was possible, and then it happens and the teammate is wide open because of it. That's a very rare skill to have. Has nice shooting form, hits the long range shots regularly. I agree. Problem with Vern Beard right now is that he is shooting 40 to 50 times a game, so his percentage is low. Should be an all-star someday, probably sooner rather than later. Agree. No weaknesses. And, just so you guys know, Vern Beard, this was before I added the recent attribute buffs that Vern Beard invested. Kenneth Michael, ceiling, not available. Floor, not available. I mean, I don't think they think Kenneth will get drafted. Strength, solid finisher, can be counted on to make shots at the rim. One of the best prospects posting up. Has a knack for knowing where to be on defense. Isn't someone that you can rely on to get steals. Tends to make poor decisions. Poor reflexes. I mean, that's Kenneth Michael. Preston Hunter, fat lever. Can really throw it down sometimes. Highlight dunks, pump up teams. True. Has his rough spots, but a solid player. Keen sense of knowing what to do with the ball. So, I mean, this number 2 has his rough spots, but a solid player. Rather than giving a strength, they had to go with the whole overall player as a strength. That really speaks to Preston Hunter. Preston is just well-rounded, and honestly, you can mold this clay into whatever you need for your team. You draft Preston Hunter and then ask the user player to increase this stat. I need you to do this. And Preston has the player to be able to do it. No weaknesses, agreed. Last one I'm going to do on this video, and then we'll do the rest at another time. Trelli Wright. Clyde Drexler. Very comfortable shooting mid-range shots. Strong vertical leap. Knows how to distribute the ball to his teammates. Some people didn't realize that. Trelli Wright was a shooting legend at UCLA. People don't realize that he's a good playmaker as well. It's just in that system, they didn't need him to. They had St. Dismo. They had Ricky Cross playmaking. No, they didn't have Ricky Cross. They had Jack Boulder, who didn't shoot. They just needed a shooter. Don't expect steals. That's true. Defense is weak for Trelli. Alright, guys, if you liked the video, let me know, and I'll keep doing them. I'm trying to give you guys more content for your prospects. Thanks for checking out all my videos and taking time out of your day to support my league. Our league. I'll catch you guys in the next one.